Make any attempt to enter this property, you will be charged. Every single time that you come here, you will be charged. Are you clear on that? Okay, thank you.
Can I get personal stuff?
So here I am living the dream, saving big money at Lowe's. I was actually here shopping for kitchen cabinets and a bath vanity. If you remember the house where we had this crazy eviction about a month ago, we are finally getting to a point that that place is almost done. The contractor out there sent me pictures, and this is what the living room looks like, where you saw the Bible with the pipes on it. While we're at that, do me a favor and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel because it helps me grow and promote this kind of content. And on top of that, if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you'll get an update because we will do a big, long update on that specific property and a lot of the interim crazy stuff that happened, like where they had the hillbilly yard sale in front of it and sold my stuff, and how they took pieces out of the furnace to sell them, causing about $1,000 worth of damage. Anyway, in the parking lot of Lowe's, I decided that I was going to turn on my camera and do a quick update, probably on Instagram, about what was going on with the trailer park. And so this is the trailer park update. This is where I should probably lie to you guys and say everything's great and wonderful, but it's not. We're still dealing with idiots down there causing problems. One of the tenants that tries to keep a watch out for things told me that they just found some needles full of stuff, full of spoon and a spoonie compound or whatever the heck you want to call it, and it's in the shed the people were living in. And so I'm headed on down there now. I'm going to go take a look around the trailer park, but it is getting aggravated. I've got part-time security down there. We set up our video cameras to where now everything's monitored. I'm getting license plates. I'm getting vehicles. I'm getting faces that are going in and out of the park, and it's doing me a heck of a lot of good because essentially the police department can't do much about it. They're going, it's totally normal to have 20 cars in and out of a trailer in one evening. So I'm trying to figure out what the best course of action is to do here other than just evict them, which I'm doing. And unfortunately, under Ohio state law, just because you have 20 or 30 people in and out of a house at between 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, just because you've been arrested multiple times for distribution, you can't do anything other than give them a 30-day notice if they're on time, which they paid last month. So 30-day notice to get them out, and then just continuously calling the cops and saying, hey, pull this car over. They're running between location A and location B, because I have like 4 or 5 people calling me on a regular basis saying, hey, they're down at the truck stop and they're transferring cargo and things like that. But I'll flip this around and you guys can look at the park and where it's at. So just about 30 seconds after I was getting ready to flip this around, stopped at a stoplight in front of Lowe's, I got a group of text messages from one of the tenants down there telling me that the man that was featured in this video here, it's the one where I'm going to talk about how someone broke into a trailer of mine and stole carpet, and then I turned my phone in selfie mode and he was behind me sleeping on the floor. I kicked him out. It was crazy. I know a lot of you haven't watched that video, so that's just what it is. So they informed me that he was down there at the park breaking into a trailer, and they had called the sheriff. So then I head towards the trailer park at a totally reasonable speed, obeying all possible traffic laws, and get there and witness this. He is being arrested by the local sheriff, which is wonderful. And then I continue to have a very long conversation with the tenants that are out there, going over my problems and their problems, because many of our problems are shared. They feel trapped with the drug situation and the terrible craziness that's going on down there. And I feel to a point honestly trapped to dealing with these kinds of individuals. I really don't hate these people. I don't have hatred towards anybody, but it it disappoints me and honestly depresses me to have to deal with these situations where there's abuse issues, both physical on people as well as with illicit substances, and trying to get all these pieces moving. And while I had this fun conversation with them, or depressing, depending on how you want to look at it, they said, "Hey, are you okay with us turning you into memes?" And I said, well, I guess so, because, with 215,000-ish YouTube subs, I've got memes of me all over, and they opened up their phones, and they started showing me memes. And this one honestly made me cry, because it's a picture of my dad. They thought it was me. It's not me. It's my dad. This is when he was at Bible college here in town, and these are his graduation photos. And they added the text, "I can't wait to evict you Monday." And what was just so mind-blowing to me is my dad always struggled with depression and feeling like he was never good enough. Something that I feel a lot of times in my own life too, especially dealing with this trailer park. I've got this successful YouTube channel, and I thought, he would be so proud, I think, at this point. He might feel very validated at this point, knowing that my dad was turned into a set of memes. And there's a few of these memes I have to throw on Discord because they're a little bit racy, and we're not going to put them on YouTube, so I don't want to get me demonetized again. So long story short, my dad just never felt like he was successful, but his best characteristic was he was honest. And I hope that over the course of time you guys see that I'm honest with you, what it's like running laundromats, trailer parks, and all that stuff. And I promised my tenants there that we were going to have a gigantic party when the trailer park's cleaned up. And here's my drive-through and final thoughts on the trailer park this week. Here we are at the trailer park. We just had the arrest for obstruction of justice. He broke into one of these trailers over here, this one right here, that we're tearing down right now. And interestingly enough, the tenants I talked to are really happy with me, or at least they kind of like me, so that's good. But it's the continual problem of trying to take a park with such a bad reputation for people running drugs out of it, for shootings. They told me that one of these guys down here has shot at his neighbor's trailers. And it's just it's a non-stop crap fest. The Ohio Mobile Home Commission called me with the health department about, things are going on negative with the trailer park. Things are going on positive with the trailer park. All the tenants down here, I just talked to them. They make me into memes with the Investment Joy channel. And but they all... it's really crazy what's going on here. So... I know it might not be realistic for everybody to leverage YouTube to try and clean up a Ohio trailer park that's been an eyesore for 20 years plus. But that might be what we have to resort to, guys. The lady in the shed has left, but someone found a full needle in there today. So there's the people that watch YouTube. And according to them, they like me. Which, I want to be liked by the people out here. We'll switch this around real quick. I hate, and please understand this, guys. I hate the fact that most tenants and landlords have an adversarial relationship. So many tenants hate their landlord, and so many landlords hate their tenants. And I never... bouncing out. Speed bumps. I never want to be that guy. I don't want to hate my tenants. I want to like my tenants. I want them to make their life. I want to help them, to be better lives. I posted on Facebook, and I'm friends with probably 30 or 40 of my tenants on Facebook. I'm not saying I'm super close friends with any of my tenants, but I also don't dislike my tenants. And I invited all my tenants yet again to our Real Estate Investor Association, because I want all my tenants to own their house at some point. I want the trailer park back there to be a
interim step. I don't want a trailer park life, a trailer park living to be the end result for the people that live back there. I want it to be a stepping stone to home ownership and having a Webull account where you can get 5 free stocks now, and build these resources and components so people that live back there that might feel like that they're in a dump or a terrible situation in life right now, that this is a stepping stone. I realize that for me, living on the farm with holes in the walls was a stepping stone to make me who I am today. Sean says that when he lived in RVs with holes in the floor where he could see dirt in the floors of his RVs growing up. He said he's lived in every trailer park east of the Mississippi, and I believe him. He says that those living in RVs was a stepping stone to who he is today. And Sean owns 80 rentals and a hotel.